look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Finding some room at midfield.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you cut everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's caught by Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Chubb on the counter. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. A give. This is Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A slant to Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Big stop, let's go. Right there, 54.
Back to throw again. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Hey, let's get this. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 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 hey.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't got nothing. Hey, watch out. Check line 54. Line 54. Watch the run. They're running in. Mike's 54.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year, so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there.
Yeah, indeed.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. A beautiful fake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll look to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw here.
He'll find Aguara complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Coming to you. Right there, 54, right there.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second down at 7. They run it again with Chubb. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's second and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 54. Mikey 18. Come on, D. Shoot.
Off the option, it's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They run. Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And again, it's Chubb. Gets by him at the 25. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 78 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On play action, they'll throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. With Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it. But you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 5-4.
He'll drop to throw.
It's just me and you. It's just me
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Back now at Lambeau. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 28. Watch the screen.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down at 5.
Tackles.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Runs over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. and their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You got 4. You got 4.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
They'll drop to throw. This complete to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Chubb. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.